Some of my best gold finds have been found in larger rivers. We're heading into the warmer time of year here in Tasmania. The days are getting longer, which means that there'll be more time in the day to execute some bigger adventures. The warmer days generally mean drier weather, which gives better access to the gold locations in these larger rivers. With a window of weather ahead, it's time to dust off the pack raft, load it up with prospecting tools, camp gear and my portable dive compressor, and head into another beautiful remote river in Tasmania. This river has scored me ounces of gold in the past, and with unexplored ground still available, I cannot wait to get back in, spend some time soaking up all of the beauty and adventure this place has to offer. Joining in on the action will be fellow adventurer Rob Parsons. We'll be exploring new parts of the river, testing for new deposits where we've both sniped ounces of gold nuggets last summer.
Yeah, alright.
That's like 6 by 6 meters, about 2 meters. New ground.
Nice work.
Stays clear.
Nothing like a wet campsite, is there?
Oh yeah, we'll have to get a good fire going tonight.
Setting up in the rain. Come on.
No, she's fine.
Got that. Without falling down that bank. Shit. That's loose, mate. I dent it.
Yeah, looks like
it. Another one.
Pretty fresh, man.
Popping out. Ready to do this, boy? We normally wouldn't work our way upstream like this because it's just a lot more work, but the plan is to work this ground up from where we can get the car in, and it's too long a river, too remote to sort of drop in from the other end for the time that we got in the couple of days that we've allocated. 2 days at this stage. That's hectic. Let's do it, mate. We'll jump in. Park these up somewhere where they're not going to blow away.
After 5 to 10 minutes of heading up the river, we dropped in to test out our first location for gold.
Got a flake.
You got a flake?
Yeah, it's a piece here.
And it was a good sized flake at that, but in order for us to stay here and work, we'd need to find lots more of it.
Decent flake.
Yep, it's obviously here. It's obviously settled in the deposit.
Yeah, that's right. Like I said, could be fresh.
Yeah.
To be sitting on top of this stuff. Getting snuffed up.
Packed?
No, not really. Just loose gravels on top.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
few more minutes in this spot, and then we decided it was time to move on to bigger and better things.
Parked up right on the side of an edge here, that's hard to stand up. Right, just the float.
Just wants to sink like all the way.
Yeah, this was pulling its nose under just then too. In the drink, you're right. So much harder than usual with this high water.
Our winter rains haven't receded yet, and working our way upriver was a massive task on its own.
Now Rob's going to go getting across that with his raft. Give it to us, Sonny. Go, go, go. Can probably get out of here actually. Lost my paddle. Get a tent in here. That'll be emergency camp spot if we struggle to find anything upstream. Beautiful ground. Just in behind these couple of big logs, there was some nice bedrock. We're going to test that out. We just had to get ahead of the logs because of the flow, so we get the raft fixed off and then we can get into it.
There was a drop into our second location, and this spot looked promising. The bedrock was laced with quartz stringers, and in the past these quartz veins in the bedrock give up really good gold, which is due to their coarse nature. These quartz veins were holding alluvial gold. And Rob called me over and he was having the same success as well.
We might work this spot, eh?
Yeah,
Definitely.
give it a good hard go, mate.
New ground.
Nice work.
The gold rush was on, and I knew it because Rob was clouding me out. It's such a rush when you find a new deposit in new locations.
Some of the quartz has been unreal.
Rob was experiencing the same thing. Wherever there was good quartz veins in the bedrock and drop-off points, there was good gold.
It's the same story, isn't it? Anywhere where we found like those quartz stringers, it's just been the spots that collects the flakes.
Yeah.
and sometimes the nuggets.
It's like it's got dark stuff on
yeah, when it's
grainy.
the stuff that's real deep, like you keep scratching, and the stuff that's deep's got the real dark staining. I just come across some of that right as you just before you said it.
It's bizarre.
Yeah, look at this bit, covered in black staining.
Yeah, all this stuff's got the same character. I never seen that stuff on this river. Must be an older deposit, or
maybe.
Who knows?
It's usually really shiny alluvial gold, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll keep at her.
This stuff's got ironstone or something in it.
Yeah, it might just be because it's been locked up in the tertiary gravels.
Yeah. We won't complain though, will we?
No, she's gold.
I kept scratching my way through these quartz stringers and I kept finding more and more gold. There was a lot of clay to contend with and it was slow work, but for both of us it kept consistent.
Hey Rob, might have got a little pickery bit here, it looks a bit thicker.
But obviously not big enough because it was difficult to pick up. So straight into the snuffer bottle she goes.
This piece here was like almost like a sunbaker. It was sitting on the surface. Have a look. Nice angle of the bedrock, the quartz stringers.
Perfect trap.
It's nice and coarse, which captures it, eh?
Yeah.
It's a time-consuming ground though, because it's so, like it's just so covered in clay and decomposed, like really soft.
Yeah.
It's cloudy sort of work.
Strip it all back.
Yeah.
It wasn't that much visible when we first got here, and like now you can see half of it. Like,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you don't even know the bedrock's there until you've pulled a good layer of gravel off it.
Yeah. But I just love seeing that quartz. Like that quartz stuff for me is like when that pops up, there's gold in it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. It's awesome. Got a bit of a fault line running across this way, buried deep in gravel, but that's where I got a good amount of gold, just over there, a little pocket on the left hand side of this fault.
After working my way through some of the bigger rocks and down to the bedrock below, there was still more gold to be found.
Yeah, the bedrock does it. I just found a bit just now. I've had maybe 2 or 3 little flakes. We should start looking for a camp.
Yeah, that bit of flat over there, maybe.
Inside bend over there.
Head in.
Yep.
At least that way, if we camp near here, we can get up and go again tomorrow morning. Hectic.
Better to cross over, I reckon, if we can. Try and get on that. There's a gravel bar just over there. Don't know if I can do it without getting washed away. Crappy raft, mate. Bye, Rob. See you, Rob.
Nice outbreak. He's down.
Yeah. What's this here?
Oh, we'll clean this up good.
Yeah.
Easily get one there. And then we've got the communal fire with the seats.
Yep.
Another seat over there. And then clean this up. Oh wait, did we say here or over here?
Yeah, amongst it there's enough for 2 tents, easy. Mine could go up in there. Still damp though, sticky.
By a prospector called Lucky Charm. Well, that's pollen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, this guy's name was like...
Warm things up a bit. Keep up the morale. It's gonna be nice. Hey, ripper.
I mean, it wasn't...
It
wasn't the ultimate day, but it was still a pretty...
It's hard to say, like, it felt like we were snuffing bits all day.
Yeah, but I had a lot of time when I was looking for ground to work as well.
Yeah.
So I was aware of the pauses.
Yeah.
But when I was on it, it was like bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang. It was like every 30
Yeah.
seconds you get a bit.
See, I felt consistent for most of the day, but I didn't come across anything nuggety today, I don't think, just the odd little picker.
Yeah, I reckon
And
you
they're not even
smashed me. Throw this sack of wet meagrangs under it and we might go.
Oh, that's bad.
I don't know how 2 packs busted,
That's-
man, like in the bottom of the bag. We dragged that.
Oh,
those
mate, stuff was
roughs
going
through
everywhere. It
hell
was hectic through those rapids, eh?
Yeah.
couple of times I was pulling it and it would just go, it'd just stop because it'd hit like the compressor and the weight belt and everything.
Just so much weight with the weight belt.
Oh, so dangerous. I can't believe I haven't torn the
Arse out of it.
Yeah, torn the bottom.
Who's going first then, eh?
I think you should go first because that way I won't be.
There's a lot of work. Let's hope there's something there, mate.
Yeah. Definitely made bank, I think.
You reckon? Just get ahead of yourself.
Day one. Results.
She was a tough grind today, but
yeah, we spent a lot of time searching ground that just didn't have it in it. That every sign looked promising, and then there was no gold. Oh,
it's decent,
mate.
It's a good day.
That's a ripper day.
3, 4 maybe.
You think that's 4 grams?
I reckon.
No way, mate. That's 6 easy.
This is like the other day. I was like, nah, that's 10.
Because you've got no idea. It's definitely 6.
Yeah, minimum. But I was saying 10 about yours the other day.
I know, and now
and
you're
it ended up 5.
It was 5.
I reckon.
I've got a better eye for it these days than you, I think.
Maybe. Oh well. I'm not complaining anyway.
At least 6. What the hell is that thing in there? Is that an ironstone nugget?
It'd be nice if it was. Rob. I reckon you got the better of me today, mate.
No, I don't think so.
It is your turn. Look at it, it's already leaking out the top, you cheeky devil. You know it.
Can't hide it. I can't hide it.
You're laughing at what I got. You were trying not to laugh.
I reckon you absolutely smashed me, mate.
Look at you. Look at all that overburden.
There's not much gold in there.
No, you done well. What do you reckon?
I'd say
it's a pretty even day.
4.5 maybe. I did get probably the biggest piece.
Got the biggest piece, definitely.
Yeah, that's probably
nice
a half
piece.
grammer.
Oh, that's a bit optimistic. It'll be a 0.35 or 4, but yeah, close. We'll find out later. Levi's been a bit off lately with his estimates, hasn't he?
Yeah, some good gold there.
Nice work, mate.
I just didn't get enough time on the gold today, though. We just spent too much time.
Yeah, there was a lot of moving about, testing.
Yeah.
That's how those testing days go.
That's not far off that larger piece either.
Yeah, it would, because it's rounder.
Well,
fire's nice.
All in all, it was a pretty successful day, wasn't it?
It certainly was. Wasn't an easy day by any means, but we did what we come to do.
Yep.
Covered the ground.
I'm surprised how much ground there was that was new because of that high water level.
Yeah.
But I'm also surprised how much of it didn't have gold in it.
Yeah, it was really patchy.
Just a little bit halfway in, and then right at the very end of the day.
On
to bed, mate?
Yep.
Yeah, I reckon. Go get some water from the river.
Top up on some drinking water and brush my teeth and off to bed.
Sounds like a plan.
See you in the morning.
Rest the weary bones.
I'll put this fire out too.
It's funny how sometimes, like, say this coffee, for example, you can just detest it because, like, you remember that you had to drink it for 7 days or whatever in a row, or
like the freeze dried.
yeah. But then every now and again,
You see the labelling in the store, and it's like, I'm not touching that stuff.
sometimes it's like that, but then other times it's like, oh, it's so good to be like back and drinking it again.
Yeah.
Because I guess it comes, the price of consuming this stuff comes with the adventure.
Yeah.
And it's like if you
Had a good trip.
Yeah.
Can go both ways.
They're always a good trip. Like, we rarely go out for a big trip and don't either one get gold or two find whatever the hell we were trying to find.
Yeah. It'd be nice if that order was a bit clearer this morning.
Just getting loaded up for our day. About to get started, Rob.
Yeah. Nothing like a swim in the freezing Tasmanian rivers at 8 o'clock in the morning. I think if we can just...
Rip out a few quartz stringers and get into the chunky stuff, hopefully.
Sounds like a plan. It's going to be a pearler of a day. The sun's coming up,
Sun's
blue
coming.
skies.
Beautiful weather.
After a quick scratch in the shallows, the second day would be spent in deep water and on dive compressors. The location we'd be working is a place where we found good gold nuggets before in the past. Nuggets ranging right up to 2 grams, and today we'd be trying to chase something even better. I got off to an insane start with a piece that looked to be over 1/2 gram. And not long after that, an even bigger nugget popped its head out. And along the same fault line, there was plenty more. A call out from Rob, who is hitting it hard as well. Rob was on some awesome gold. It was time for me to get back to work. The crevice I was working was pretty much lit up with gold. I was finding consistent pieces and they were nice and chunky. This one looked to be about a 1 gram nugget. At this point, I knew that it was going to be a good day. Besides, I had the sun on my back, I didn't have a care in the world. This crevice was being consistent and it was lit up with good chunky pieces of gold. If you've enjoyed today's video, I'd really appreciate a like, share and comment below. This helps for YouTube to recommend the video to others. I kept working through this large crevice, and it continued to give up consistent pieces of gold. As always, it was a lot of work moving the rocks and working on the shovel. Tons and tons of river gravels and overburden to get down to that bedrock where you find the gold below. I couldn't believe the day I was having. This was another really nice nugget. It pays to break up those quartz stringers because every time you do in this location, there was good gold hiding in between. And it's really surprising just how big the gold can be hiding in these small cracks. There was no end in sight, and just before I knew it, it got even better. It was that amazing moment when you see a huge piece of gold showing just a part of itself hanging out of a crack. It's like Christmas morning when you pick it out and see just how big it is. My initial thoughts were 4 to 5 grams, but until it hits the scales, I wouldn't know. And just as I went to admire it, the GoPro battery died. It's such the story of my life with these cameras, and I'm sure many of you GoPro owners can relate. I'm not sure what type of fish this is. It looks like a saltwater flathead, but obviously we're in the river. It's the first time I've seen one of these guys. Let me know if you know what this one is. quartz stringers and bedrock here with some insane geology, and it was super decomposed, which meant pretty cloudy work. But in amongst it all was some really good gold, and it just continued to show as I worked the gravels above.
Hey,
Smoke this out, Packer.
yeah, alright.
The boys were in good spirits, the snuffers were full of gold, and all we had to do was sail back downstream, back to the car, and then home.
So one thing, you know, the more people haven't found gold on the way up to it.
Hey folks, and welcome back to the house. If you've made it this far through the video, I appreciate you guys tuning in to this point. And as I mentioned earlier, if you've enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like and drop some comments below and share with others, and that will help get it recommended for me. Lately I've been struggling a little bit with the motivation side of it, just with parks and wildlife and all the backlash we've been having over what we do. And yeah, I kind of been scratching my head wondering if I'm just wasting my time. And if you still want to keep seeing these gold videos, I feel like I've kind of done it to death, and I've had some amazing experiences on the gold, but I just don't know whether you guys just want to keep continually seeing it. Anyway, we'll have a look at the gold, and yeah, what a fantastic couple of days out there with Rob, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it.
Okay, it is the end of the month, and 3 lucky patrons of mine are going to be winning these nice little nuggets from this trip on day 2 with the dive compressor. And the winners for the month of September are Scott Doust, Michael Van Beek and Matthew Cook. So congratulations to you guys, and I'll be posting this off shortly. Alright, this is the gold from day 1. Now it's a bit strange, it's got a bit of a red tinge to it. You can see in the container there where it's been sitting, bouncing around in the container. I'm not sure what that's from, whether it was the clay, some of the clay that might have still been on it, but yeah, it's kind of like an ironstone staining, and a lot of the gold has it. But yeah, good day 1, but nothing really in comparison to day 2. And then we have day 2 on the compressor, and as you can see, that gold is a lot chunkier. An awesome little location. There's a couple of awesome nuggets amongst it. That one, which is kind of like a jelly bean, nice round one, that's what we like. And then the bigger one, which took me by surprise, and was just tucked in the cracks, like kind of like that. And like I mentioned before, it's like Christmas when you pick them out with the crevicing hook. You just don't know how big they're going to be. Alright, the gold from day 1. I think Rob wins the bet on that one. He was saying about 6 or 7 grams, so spot on. We'll weigh a couple of those bigger nuggets. So the first one, the jelly bean shaped one, I'm going to go 1.1. Oh wow. That's nearly a 2 grammer. That's pretty much 2 grams. And that is the difference when you get a bit of thickness in them like that. They get heavy pretty quick. And I'll just do a couple of the other slightly bigger ones. So we've got 0.6, that little triangular piece, 1/2 grammer. This one I reckon will go about a 1/2 gram, 0.6. Then we got the big one, I'm gonna guess 3.1, 2.6, a little bit lighter. And then the big grand finale, I'll tear it off. I'm not going to combine day 1 with it because that gold tends to leave a bit of staining. So I don't want to ruin day 2's bigger stuff. Wow. So 23 gram day, that's, I mean, for that spot, we have done quite a few days similar to that. That's a fantastic day. It's up there with some of my best. And yeah, what a trip. Well, that's it from me, folks. Until next time, happy hunting and bye for now.